I just completely fell into this game by fluke. One of my friends said, could you move my house? So I turned up with my van. She said, where's the truck? I said, I'll just move with my van. She goes, you're never going to move it in your van. And she said, where's your team? I said, oh, I'll just do it myself. She said, you need to get some guys. So I went and rented a truck, went to Bondi Backpackers, hired 2 blokes. We turned up, we moved her house. It was an absolute nightmare for her, but it was the best day of my life because that's when I realised I'm going to start a moving business.
Yeah, removals is never dull. There's always something happening all the time. It's a really fast-paced industry, but there's always new innovations to learn. There's new people to meet, new businesses to get involved in, new ways to expand and grow, and it's a huge country. So there's lots of places to visit and see.
We've got people who work in our business who travel the world on international moving to work with our partners overseas and to go visit the countries that we move people to, and that's a really exciting part of their role.
We've got operations in Queensland, Victoria, the ACT, New South Wales. We've got a big office here in St Leonard's in Sydney, and we've even got an office overseas now in the Philippines, in Manila. Because we need a huge admin team, we need the aftercare team, and they're not all removalists, they're not all guys just shifting furniture. There's people doing all sorts of different, aspects in removals within the company.
Everyone thinks removals is just big blokes with big muscles, but some of the toughest guys, some of the best movers that we've had here have actually been the smallest guys. And we've had guys that, Callum in particular, he started out as a school teacher back in the UK, and then he started doing removals, never done it before, realised he loved it, became a driver, and now he actually works in the office as an estimator.
We've had heaps of students come through our doors here over the years that work here for 4 or 5 years, and then they go home with something new, or they start their own businesses in removals afterwards. So.
We love to empower our movers. We get guys just coming straight off the street, sometimes with no experience, but they've got a really good personality and a really good attitude.
We prefer people that haven't got any training as well, because then we can start them from scratch without any mistakes. It's kind of like relearning how to drive a car once you know how to drive a car. My
cleaner, Maria, she started as a cleaning lady here in our office. Now she's running 3 vans and a team of 14 ladies. She's our team leader. And there's opportunity for others like that come to Australia or come from the country to the city, where we will be looking for that next superstar. So we have certain teams in the field, but also in the office as well, that want really flexible working hours. So like we have some mums that have had children and they want to pick and drop off their kids, so we still offer them work from home and really flexible working hours, because we know some people only want 10 hours of work a week, some people want 20 or 30, some people just want as many as they can get. One thing about the moving industry, you can really earn a lot of money. Sometimes some of our guys can get up to 60 hours of work in a week, so there's lots of work.
The uni students that we have generally came every holidays for 4 years while they're in uni, so we could always rely on them during our busy seasons to come in, and it's they get fit while they're on the job. There's a camaraderie and the mateship with the guys that they work with.
So they start as an off-sider, so they'll go out with the driver and then they'll work their way up to a driver. We notice those drivers sometimes then want to go off and start their own business. So instead of us losing them, we then facilitate that. So we'll help them get their own truck and then become a contractor to our business.
And once you've bought your first one, there's no reason why you can't buy your second and your third, and you can really turn it into quite a lucrative business within a business.
A lot of women don't consider removals as an industry, but I think they should, because I think there are enormous challenges. I think it's enormously rewarding. I'm not sure that 30 years ago you'd have said that Grace would be run by a woman, but here I am.
When I first started out, I went to a guy's office once in the moving industry, and he had a really cool office. He had all these vintage trucks there, and I thought to myself, one day, and that's a symbol of where I come from to where I am now. And if you dream big, anything can happen.